Hi. Come over to Insight Timer. Come on over to Insight Timer if you'd like to be part of our interactive experience. Hi, everyone. Things are loading a little slowly, but I know they'll come around shortly. Good evening, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to our global community. Hi, Jane. Oh, wait, just a few more moments. Hey, Jason. Thanks for saying hi, even if you can't stay. Hi, Yasmin. Jason, I love interacting with you in your journey of the course. I'm glad it's waking things up, especially what you shared yesterday about just how in the 12 steps there's so much emphasis on just giving to others and being selfless, and maybe not as much on what it's like to truly honor ourselves. And we could go onto a whole conversation about how in some religions, in many religions, there's this idea that we're somehow wrong, bad, unworthy, selfish if we honor ourselves, if we take care of ourselves. It's like this very outdated old paradigm that we have to give to others before we can ever give to ourselves. And it's not sustainable, right? And it's really like in that it's ingrained for many of us, that old paradigm. So thanks for sharing. Hi, Whitney. Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for being here with us. Hi, Jen. Good morning. Oh, I'm so glad, Jason. Wonderful. All right. So let's do a couple sound tests. I'm going to step back. How is the balance between my voice and the music? Is the music okay, or is it a little too loud? I can always maybe turn it down a little for sure. Hi, Superlou. Great to be with you again. Okay, so how is the volume? We're having music today, obviously. And yeah, just checking from back here. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad you feel that way. For anyone who feels like it's maybe a little too loud, maybe just turn your volume down a little bit, and that way, great. Thanks, everyone. And that way, it doesn't feel like too much for you. Okay, I think I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run to the restroom real quick. Have your mat, have your props, have everything you'd like. You can start to maybe even do a little bit of warm-up postures, or maybe sit in stillness and start to focus on the breath. I'll be right back. So let's just make sure it turned the correct mic on. I'm just going to stand back by the mat again and make sure you can still hear me, still hear the music, everything okay from back here. Just another little check-in. And then I think we're good to go. Excuse me. Was that did that still sound okay now that I've readjusted? Okay, great. Thank you. Sometimes, we'll turn a different mic on and then it becomes a hot mess. All right, if you are not watching on Insight Timer or joining from Insight Timer, I warmly welcome you to join us on the Insight Timer app so you can be part of our interactive experience here. All right. Today we're going to have the music by the wonderful Soul Rising, a dear brother of mine. Welcome, everyone. Let's take a breath together. Slowly inhale, feel your belly, ribs, and chest expanding. And then slowly exhale through the nose. Feel this inward motion in the torso. Inhale slowly and deeply. And exhale slowly and completely through the nose. Inhale, 3-part breath, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly, soften in. Beautiful. Continue practicing your conscious deep breathing. Make sure that the belly is part of this expansion. Many of us are just kind of breathing from the chest up. So let's find that whole belly expansion, whole torso expansion. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena. This is an intermediate session. If you do not feel you are intermediate, no worries. You're welcome to be here. Just please make sure to rest, to watch rather than practice if you're unfamiliar with something or doesn't feel comfortable or safe. The most important thing for each of us, wherever we are on our physical path of yoga, is to just make sure we're honoring our bodies. So I invite that for each and every one. For anyone who is maybe unaware or unfamiliar, yoga is so much more than these physical postures. These physical postures are called asanas, and they are just one of really 8 aspects of what yoga truly is. Yoga is like a roadmap to come home to ourselves, a roadmap to access freedom and presence, and you could even say our truest nature. And it is so much more than these physical postures. So if you are if this is new to you, I invite you to explore that, the 8 limbs of yoga. This is a 60-minute session. Our 60 minutes will begin now. And just an awareness, I just dropped a new course last week. It is a self-love course. It is available for everyone, to everyone. I designed it so that it's something that someone who's totally new to self-love can benefit from. And even those of us deep in the path, we can also benefit from it. So I welcome you to join us in this community experience of this self-love course called Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self-love. And you can check out all of my other offerings and how to stay in touch on my profile page. Last but not least, thank you all so much for your presence and your donations. When you donate, which I know can feel a little difficult sometimes because of whatever's happening in our lives, or maybe we have so many sessions we like to enjoy on Insight Timer for free that we feel like we don't have enough to donate. Whatever your journey is, I honor that. And just for everyone's awareness, when you donate, it is really supporting Insight Timer to continue being able to have a platform that offers so much free content. And it supports me. It supports me so that I have the ability in my schedule to take time to offer what is often a free class. And I love being here together, so it's my joy. And just in your awareness, if you have that freedom inside of saying, yeah, I'd like to donate $2 or $20, whatever it is for you, that it doesn't go unnoticed. And it's a great blessing and gift in my life and for Insight Timer. So deep gratitude for your contributions. All right. Let's. I imagine everyone's in a seated posture now. If you're not, I invite you to come to a seated posture, one that's comfortable for you. We've already been consciously breathing. So now let's just turn the awareness inside. Close your eyes. And as you continue to consciously breathe, become aware of what's happening in your inner world. Slow down your mind to notice your emotions, even if you can't name them. Notice the physical sensations, the thoughts. And then I invite you to consider that all of these different experiences are that. They are experience. No matter how intense they feel, they're not who you are. They're an experience you're having. What if we could meet our experiences with curiosity, with compassion for ourselves, and with a conscious awareness that all experience changes? It comes and goes, it shifts. Could you give yourself a little more room to be where you are in this moment, rather than maybe feeling like you should be someplace different or you should feel differently? Beautiful. Let's open the eyes. Bring your palms to touch at the heart and Anjali Mudra. And I invite you to set your sankalpa, your intention for practice. Great. Extend the left leg out, 45-degree-ish angle. Right sole of the foot comes toward the inner thigh. Hips are square to the front here. Sit nice and tall. Left toes point up toward the sky. Flex the foot a little. Active leg here. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, let's just reach forward here to start. So we're leaning forward and we have the support of this bent leg here. You can have little finger tents or little spider hands here. Reach your chest forward a little. Draw your navel toward your spine. And then if it feels good and you have the space, you can bend the elbows and allow yourself to melt forward. Some of us are going to be back here. That's fine. Be where you are in your experience today. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Keep both sit bones really rooted. Now the torso is turning over the extended leg. Relax the head and the neck. Draw the navel toward the spine. Slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, feel even the backside body is expanding and relaxing. Inhale, walk the hands in, come back to an upright position if you're not there already, and we'll change sides. Extend the right leg out, left sole of the foot comes maybe into the inner thigh if that's how your body works. Right toes point up toward the sky, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward. You can make little spider tents again. Reach the chest forward, chin is slightly tucked, back of the neck is long. And then maybe if it feels good, bend the elbows and allow your weight to sink down. Keep the right leg active. Allow a space between the teeth. Soften the jaw. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Now the torso is turning over the extended leg. Lengthen and relax. Draw the navel toward the spine. Breathe deeply. Inhale, walk the hands in. Come upright if you're not there already. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open them wide. Open the chest. Palms face up toward the sky. Hi, little sweetheart. And then from here, draw your navel toward your spine. Feel your tailbone dropping down. Let's just pulse the arms for a moment here. Pulse the arms back. So we're opening the chest. And then turn the palms forward and continue to pulse a little bit here. We're doing some different things today, getting our brains active. Great. Bend the elbows, give a little shake, and then let's make our way to all fours. We're going to really dive into some core activation today. So actually, let's come onto the back. We'll do things a little differently to start. On the back, hug the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg down the mat if that feels good. Keep dropping the right hip down as you bring the knee closer to the chest. Arms are active, but as much as you can, relax the upper body. Relax the face. Change sides. Left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg down. You can always keep the knee bent if that's most comfortable. Feel the left hip dropping down as you bring the knee closer to the chest. Breathe deeply. Excellent. Bring both knees toward the chest. And then let's take the hands and touch the tops of the shoulders with the hands here. So you can see I'm just touching the tops of my shoulders. I'm not interlacing my hands behind my head like many of us are used to. My elbows point forward and my fingers are touching the tops of the shoulders. Draw the navel toward the spine. We're going to work with a little extension here. Extend out through your left leg. Left elbow reaches for right knee. And then change. Cross over, extend out through the right leg, right elbow, left knee. And we'll move side to side here. Extend and bend. Little twist in the upper body here. And again, we're not pulling on the head and the neck at all. Fingers are touching the tops of the shoulders. Breathe deeply. Relax the face and the jaw. And then we'll go a little faster, only if that feels nourishing for you. Like, yes, this is what my body wants. You can even use the breath. Exhale. Exhale. So we're inhaling kind of quickly in the middle and then exhaling on the twist. Great. Just a few more. Make sure you finish reaching over to the left and then hug the knees into the chest. Relax the shoulders. Rock a little side to side. Very nice, my friends. Hands behind the knees. Let's start to rock up if possible. Maybe hover the feet and then roll back down the spine and roll up. A little bit of momentum we're creating here as we roll up and down the spine. And then we'll finally come up to a seated position. Cross the ankles, rock the weight forward. Come to all fours. Let's start here by looking down at the hands and see that the wrists are in alignment with the shoulders. Creases of the wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. Lift the fingers, spread them wide. Root back down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Feel your inner elbows starting to roll forward here. And a reminder, one of the reasons I call this an intermediate class is because I don't take the time to break everything down. So if you're ever like, what is she talking about? Don't worry. Maybe it's something that you'd like to research, or you're always just welcome to send me a DM if you are not sure what I was talking about. And then with the wrists underneath the shoulders, we're going to do something a little differently today. Walk your knees back. So now the wrists are in front of the shoulders. They're still in alignment, but rather than being directly beneath, they're further forward. Tuck the toes under, press the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Draw the navel toward the spine. Bend one knee at a time, reach the opposite heel back. Feel the shoulders pulling up away from the ears. Relax the forehead. Great. Bend your knees, press your chest back toward your thighs. If you have a lot of space in your back body and your shoulders, start to reach the heels down. If you feel like you become a hunchback doing this, then make sure you keep that bend in the knees so you can find that length in the spine and we're not crunching anything here. Root down through the index fingers and thumbs. Roll up onto the balls of the feet. Inhale, roll through the spine. Come all the way to high plank as you inhale. Exhale, press yourself back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, roll through the spine. High plank. Press back through the heels. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Continue. Inhale to roll forward. Keep pressing down into the palms to lift up out of the shoulders. Exhale to come back. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful, friends. 3 slow, deep breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Bend your knees, sway a little bit front and back, side to side. We're rocking the weight in the feet here. Find neutral. Let your arms and upper body be really heavy. You can rock a little still if that feels good. Gently shake the head no. And yes, relax that neck as much as you can. Bend in the knees. Keep the upper body really relaxed. Weight in the heels. Press into the heels. Draw the navel toward the spine as you roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Stand nice and tall. Draw the navel toward the spine. Shoulders drop back and down. Palms touch at the heart. As always, this is your practice. So whatever you need, please honor that as we really start to move. You don't have to look like me. Some of us will never look like each other. Yes, so let this be for you. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, draw the navel toward the spine. Option to bend the knees as you hinge forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Long arms, long spine, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, high plank. So we're really going to work into our arm strength today. Draw the navel toward the spine. Press the heels back behind you. Inner elbows roll forward. Keep rooting down through the whole palm evenly. Beautiful. Rock the weight forward onto your tippy toes, maybe. Little stretch in the wrists here, and then press yourself back. Keep drawing the navel toward the spine. Tailbone reaches down. Let's rock the weight forward. Little stretch in the wrists here if that feels okay. And then come back. Beautiful. One more time. Come up onto the toes, rock forward and back. Beautiful. Lower the knees down, draw the navel in. Keep the elbows in close as you lower all the way to the belly. Elbows pull back. Excuse me. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Curl up through the spine. Keep the pubic bone rooted. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Draw the navel toward the spine. Shoulders pull up away from ears. Bend the knee, stack the hips, toes fall behind. Lift the knee a little higher. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips. Option to stay here. Or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. One more round if you wish. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. We're still warming up, so really take your time. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Lower the back knee. You can always fold your mat over here if you need more padding for the knee. Plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, reach the right arm up, twist. Deep breathing. Beautiful. Right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Reach the left arm up. Whew. Inhale. Exhale, touch down. Right hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Lift the back knee. Press back through the heel. Draw the navel toward the spine. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Drop the back knee. Tilt the tailbone. Draw the navel in. Then begin to extend. Sink a little lower. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen up, lift the chest. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back, high plank, and then move through your vinyasa of choice, either coming all the way to the belly for cobra, or if you're coming into upward facing dog, the thighs are off of the mat. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Draw the navel toward the spine. Press the chest back toward the right thigh. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Toes fall behind. Lift the knee a little higher. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips, option to stay here, or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, right elbow. One more round only if you wish. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step left foot through between the hands. Lower the back knee. You can always fold the mat under here. Right hand under right shoulder. Inhale, left arm up, twist. Soften the gaze, the lips, the jaw. Left hand down to the inside of left foot. Right arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, touch down. Left hand to the outside of the foot. Tuck the toes under. Draw the navel toward the spine. High plank. Lower through your vinyasa of choice. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Oh, wait. We forgot our whole lunge sequence. Ooh, I heard your mind. Let's step that left leg forward. Don't worry, I got you. Sometimes I forget, but I think I usually remember at some point. Yes? Okay, left foot is forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, bend the back knee, draw the navel in, then begin to extend back. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, touch down. Step the left leg back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's have just 2 more breaths here. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Fingertips to shins, long arms, long spine, half lift. Exhale, fold. Option to bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, option to bend the knees, bow through center, or dive, your choice. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Draw the navel toward the spine. Weight is in the toes. Micro bend in the knees. Shoulders pull back here. Gaze is down at the ground. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower through your vinyasa of choice. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Open. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips. Option to stay here or exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel, hips are square to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Draw the navel in, sink it down. Inhale. Exhale, open out, Virabhadrasana 2. You may wish to widen your stance a little. Hips are square now to the left side of the mat. Maybe the right knee comes over the right ankle. The right knee just gently presses out to the right a little. Drop the tailbone down. Let's actually do our little stick it out first, and then tilt it under to lengthen. Crown of the head is over the pelvis. Gaze is over right middle finger. Right palm turns up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Back hand lightly touches back leg, right arm over ear. Extended side angle, elbow to thigh, left arm over. Inhale, lengthen, stay low in the hips. Exhale to extend. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extend. Beautiful. We're going to stay here. Option to keep the elbow on the thigh or bring the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Breathe here. One more breath. Press into the feet. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, windmill down, lift the back heel, step the right foot back, high plank, lower through your vinyasa. Remember, upward facing dog, thighs are off the mat. Cobra, pubic bone stays rooted. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back, bend the knee, stack the hips. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips. Option to stay here or exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the left foot through. Lower the back heel, draw the navel in. Hips square to the top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 1. Drop the shoulders down. Draw those lower ribs in. Open out, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. You may like to widen your stance a little. Hips are square to the right side of the mat. Left toes point forward. Sink down into the left knee. Stick your tailbone up behind you and then tilt it under to lengthen. Draw the navel toward the spine. Back toes are slightly turned in. Gaze is over left middle finger. Left palm turns up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Back hand lightly touches back leg. Exhale to Extend, reach the right arm over the ear. Inhale, reverse. Lightly touch the back leg rather than gripping it and dropping our weight. Exhale, extended side angle. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to extend. Stay low in the hips. Option to stay here or bring the left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Lengthen. Draw the navel toward the spine. One more breath here. Press into the feet. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, windmill down. Lift the back heel. Step the left leg back. Move through your flow. 3 slow, deep breaths in downward facing dog. Draw the navel toward the spine. Press the chest back toward the thighs. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment here. Draw the navel in, release the tailbone down, micro bend in the knees. Feel the crown of the head lifting you up toward the sky. Shoulders drop back and down. Soften the face, the jaw. What's happening inside? How's your inner world? And really be with yourself right now, rather than maybe going off to something someone else is doing or thinking about the future or the past. Can you practice really being right here, right now with yourself? Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, option to bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, draw the navel in. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank. Draw the navel in. You can always come down if you need a break here. We're going to play a little. Option to stay in your plank pose or bring left elbow down, right elbow down. Press into left palm and right palm. Bring right elbow down, left elbow down, right palm, left palm. One more round each side. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Beautiful. Lower the knees. Keep the elbows in close. Come all the way to the belly. Pull the elbows back. Inhale, curl up. Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips. Exhale, softly step right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Hips turn to the left. Virabhadrasana 2, sink it down. Gaze over right, middle finger. Right palm turns up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. One more. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Beautiful. Option to stay here. Play with bringing the hand down, or if you'd like to start to play with the bind, and you can bring your right hand down. Bring your right hand down, and then reach your right hand underneath you. Reach your left hand behind you, and see if you can take a hold of your hands or maybe your wrist. If you're here, lengthen the spine. And draw the left shoulder back. Sink into the front knee. One more breath wherever you are. If you have the bind, slowly release it. We'll all rise up. Virabhadrasana 2. And we'll windmill on an exhale down. Step the right leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Bend the knee. Stack the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Square the hips. Exhale, softly step the left foot through. Lower the back heel, windmill up. Virabhadrasana 2. Sink it down. Gaze is over left middle finger. Left palm turns up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extend. One more time. Stay low in the hips. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Beautiful. Option to stay here. Bring the left hand down, or if you'd like to play with the bind, reach the left elbow, the left hand under, reach your right arm up and behind you, and see if you can find your hands or your wrists. And then if you have this, lengthen the spine, maybe open the chest toward the sky a little. Breathe. Right shoulder keeps pulling back. One more breath. If you have the bind, slowly release it. And we'll all windmill up. Virabhadrasana 2. On an exhale, windmill down. Lift the back heel. Step the left leg back. Move through your vinyasa or just come to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Bring the knees down. Big toes touch. Sink the hips back to the heels. Relax the upper body. Relax the head and the neck. Asana. Slow your breathing down. And recall your sankalpa. What is your intention here for yourself, or maybe for another today? Slow everything down. Start to follow the sensations of the body, breathing with your mind. Give your mind intentional focus. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walk the hands in. If it's too much to sit on the heels, you can always come up to the shins or just come up to all fours for a moment, whatever works best for your body. You can always use a block as well, maybe 2 blocks if you need it, or even a pillow. You have a few options here when working with it being too uncomfortable to have this much of a bend in the knees. One is you can place a block between the heels and then come to sit on the block. Some of us need 2 blocks, and for some of us, that's still not enough. Another option is to have a pillow that you place on your calves so that when you come to sit down, you have this nice lift and you're not bending so deeply into the knees. So find whatever position works for you here. Roll the shoulders up and back, interlace the hands behind the back if possible. And then let's see if we can start to extend the arms back, draw the navel in. And other than popping the ribs forward here, let's tuck them in, lengthen through the spine. If you have a lot of space here, start to bring the palms to touch. Let's all feel like the shoulder blades are trying to reach back and touch one another. Chin is slightly tucked. Can you drop the shoulders down a little more? Beautiful. And let's slowly release, give it a little shake. Let's just take a moment for the wrists. Interlace the hands, roll through the wrists. We didn't do as many Surya Namaskar A or transitions today with the Vinyasa, so hopefully your wrists got a little bit of a break compared to usual. Change directions. All right, we're going to play with a little bit of arm balancing. I'll walk us through some options. If you are really comfortable in your crow pose and just want to go for it, I invite you to go for it. Otherwise, I'll be showing some options here for how we can play with this arm balancing. You may have noticed today we've been doing a lot of conscious core strengthening and also arm strengthening and opening here as a way to prepare us for this posture today. So I'm going to start by tucking my toes under, and then I'm going to actually come up onto the balls of my feet. My knees are wide here. Yes, so my knees are to the outsides of my shoulders. And as always, honor your body. If there's any sharp pain, that's the body saying, nope, not for me or not this way. So please really listen. From here, I walk my hands far forward with my wrists in alignment with my shoulders. So they're not too wide, but they're in this nice direct alignment. And from there, I'm going to draw my arms back so that I can maybe bring my knees into the backs of my armpits. My hands are still in this nice aligned position. The creases of the wrists are still pointing forward or aligned parallel to the top of the mat. I root down through the whole palm evenly. And then once my shoulders or my knees are kind of tucked back into my armpits here, I can start playing with just rocking my weight forward a little bit, maybe rocking up onto my toes, playing a little bit. And then if I'm comfortable here, I can play with lifting one foot at a time. So I'll come up and maybe I'll just play with lifting the right foot, and then I'll bring it down. And then I'll play with lifting the left foot and bringing it down. And you can see here, my elbows are bent so that I can really start to bring the weight onto the backs of the arms here. So you can play with this. And then of course you can play with bringing one up and then maybe the other up. Draw the navel in. Of course, if there's any other variation you're playing with here, go for it. Relax the face, breathe deeply, come down whenever you like, maybe come up a few times, and we'll just play here for a few moments. Nice active core. Just a few more moments of play as you wish. Great, friends. And then let's just make our way to standing for a moment here. No problem, Deborah. Please make sure to take some time for Shavasana to integrate, yeah? Beautiful. Let's take the feet a little wider than the hips and allow the toes to turn out slightly so that the knees are moving over the toes. Draw the navel toward the spine, shoulders up and back. Interlace the hands, and then again, maybe straighten the arms if possible. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge forward. Draw the navel toward the spine. Maybe the arms and the knuckles start to move over the head. Feel your shoulders pulling back and down away from your ears. Breathe deeply. Beautiful. Press under the feet. Reach your knuckles up toward the sky as you rise all the way up. Open the chest and release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips down. Malasana. Maybe the elbows come into the back or the insides of the knees, palms touch. Lengthen the spine, draw the navel in, drop the tailbone down. If you're here comfortably, maybe the chest is reaching forward as the arms gently press into the inner thigh area, inner knee area. Not on the knee though, yeah? Protect your beautiful knees. Lengthen the spine. Chin is slightly tucked. Beautiful. Make your way onto your back. Again, gratitude to Soul Rising for sharing his wonderful music with us. All right, on to the back. Knees are bent, feet are hip distance apart. And then see if you can walk your heels back to just gently, slightly, lightly brush them with your middle fingers. Of course, we won't all be able to do this, but if you can kind of imagine this is the alignment we're going for. Turn your toes in slightly. Press your low back down and feel that naturally tilt your tailbone up toward the sky a little. From here, the gaze stays up at the ceiling. We never turn our heads when there's weight on the neck. Press into the feet. Curl low back, middle back, upper back off of the mat. Option to stay here or interlace the hands. Tuck the shoulders underneath you. Press the hips up. Press the chest up. Really lift high and then relax the glutes. Maintain the lift. Bridge pose. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Lift a little higher, relax the glutes again. Slow, deep breaths. Make sure that when you come down the reverse of how you got here. If you're still up, let's take one more breath. And then slowly make your way down, roll down the spine, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. So we have a couple of options. One option is to come up into bridge pose again. Another option, if you're feeling open and ready for it, we're going to come up into wheel pose. And the third option is just to rest or give your body something else that it's asking for. So let's find that same foot and leg position. Feet are hip distance apart. Maybe you can brush your heels with your middle fingers. Toes are slightly turned in. If you're taking bridge pose, press the back down and then press into the feet, curl up through the spine and tuck your arms under you if you wish. So go ahead and find that if you're going there. If you'd like to play with full wheel, we'll do this together. Reach the arms up along the ears with the palms facing up toward the sky. Make sure you have your nice foot position to start. Bend your elbows and plant your palms so that your fingers are pointing down toward your shoulders. Fingers point down toward the shoulders. From here, press into the hands up onto the top of the head. And then you might want to adjust your hands a little so the fingers are really pointing down toward the shoulders. Elbows are maybe above the wrists. And then begin to press into the arms, lengthen up, lift yourself up. Maybe straighten the arms. Relax the head and the neck. You can play with this however you wish. We'll be here for maybe 3 more breaths if that feels good for you. And then when you're ready to come down, slowly come down onto the head, and then slowly make your way onto the spine. Roll down. And we will all meet here. Allow the knees to fall in toward one another. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Close the eyes if that feels good. Breathe. Can you feel yourself expanding? Or maybe a movement within you? As a reminder, if you'd like to join our community taking the self-love course together, it's been really sweet. I wholeheartedly invite you to join us. You just simply go to my profile page and join the course, Awaken My Heart. And then we are in this together, supporting one another, growing, learning together. Beautiful. As always, I encourage you to resist taking a counter stretch here where you bend the knees toward the chest whenever you've done a back bend. This is most of our natural inclination, but it can be too much of a strain for the body. So we'll take a twist instead so we can create relief, but it's not so much of an intense opposition in the vertebra. So open the arms wider. You can bend the elbows if you don't have space. And then just allow both knees to fall over to the right. Keep the left shoulder rooted if you can, and turn your chin toward the left. You can always use your right hand to assist that top knee down. Slow, deep breaths. Slowly move through center. Both knees fall over to the left. If you can, keep the right shoulder rooted. Gaze, chin toward the right shoulder. And you can always use the left hand to assist the leg down. What is something kind you could say to yourself right now? Something encouraging, loving. Let's slowly come back to center. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Flex your left foot, so we're taking care of the left knee joint. Option to stay here or lift your hips. Left hand between your legs, right hand to the outside. Interlace hands in front of or behind the knee. Draw the knee in close. Feel the left knee gently pressing away from you. And if you're not feeling very much sensation here, you can always play with rocking your weight over toward the right a little, and you may find that intensifies the stretch. As much as you can, relax the upper body and breathe deeply here. Allow a space between the teeth and the lips. Soften your beautiful face. Soften your throat. Soften your heart. We'll change sides. Uncross, release. Both feet down and then cross right ankle over left knee. Flex the right foot, option to stay here. Or lift the hips, right hand between, left hand to the outside. Find the position that works best for you. Left knee toward you, right knee gently presses away. And again, you can play with leaning the weight to the left if you're looking for a little more sensation here. Slowly release. Extend the legs up to the sky. Maybe open them wide. Let's rock the hips a little side to side here. Extend the legs down the mat. Toes fall out to the sides. Feet are nice and wide here. Reach the arms out, tuck the shoulders underneath you, and then relax the arms alongside the body with the palms up to the sky. Chin is just slightly tucked so the back of the neck is long. Wiggle, move as much as you need to get comfortable. And then I invite you to be still. Shavasana is such a gift to meet ourselves with stillness. So let's take some time to be still. Eyes are closed. Allow the breath to be natural. Take a few breaths to consciously move your awareness through your still body. Start with your head and face and feel or imagine that all the muscles are relaxing. The throat, shoulders, arms, and hands become heavier and more relaxed. The chest, belly, the whole back Muscles soften with each passing moment. The glutes, the pelvis, heavy and relaxed. The legs and the feet soften, melting into the earth. Stay here and rest for as long as you like. If you're ready to complete, become aware of the space around you. The weight of your body is supported, held by the floor, by the earth. Deepen your breath and very slowly start to move your fingers and toes, really feeling this movement, being conscious of it rather than being on autopilot. Notice every little sensation. When you're ready, reach the arms up alongside the ears. Take a long stretch. Bend your knees. Roll over to one side. When you're ready, come up to a seat with the eyes closed. Palms touch at the heart. We'll complete with our chant, offering the benefit of our practice to all beings in all of creation. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu 3 times. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for sharing your practice. Thank you. I'll come be with you for just a moment before we complete. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your presence, your love, your donations. Thank you. So grateful to be together. Many believe that when we meditate together, when we practice asana together, when we come together in our spiritual practices, that we are benefiting the whole, not just those of us that are here together, not just those of us who maybe are in our community, but we create this vortex of energy, this ripple effect, this field of energy that impacts the whole, because we are all part of one field of energy, one field of consciousness. So I invite you to consider that every time you meditate, even if you feel like it's just for you, or each time that you practice your yoga asanas or pranayama or anything that you're doing in your life, that each time you do this, as much as it is for you, you are benefiting and impacting the whole, all of humanity, all creatures, all of the planet, even all of creation. So thank you. Thank you for your presence and your conscious decision to cultivate this light within you that is cultivating the light on the planet, awakening the planet. So again, if you wish to be in our self-love journey, you're welcome to start it anytime if you're not ready to start it now, but it's been very sweet to be starting it together. The course is called Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self-love. You can access it on my profile page under courses. And you can join us in this journey of cultivating and anchoring self-love. Of course, there's a website there, so we can stay more in touch if you wish. I also have many audios, and of course, the other course that I have here, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life. thank you all. Thank you so much for your presence and your love and your donations. We'll be together again tomorrow for our satsang. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we'll do some tapping to help to alleviate some of the experience of suffering, or maybe to move through some mental or emotional blocks. We'll see, but I'm thinking we'll do some of that really powerful work to move some things that maybe our intellect doesn't know how to move through. So that's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll meet again, I believe, on Thursday. We'll be back for our Surya Namaskar A, our sun salutation practice, which of course you can stay for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the whole 30. And then we'll be together again on Friday for another Vinyasa flow asana session like this. So, thank you. I'm so grateful to be together on the planet at this time. I love you. I wish you a beautiful day or night wherever you are on the planet. Be gentle, be kind, be caring with your beloved self. Please. Remember, it's collective. The more loving we are with ourselves, the more we're creating a foundation for love and healing and peace on the planet. Love you.